Summer Game Fest has given us our first look at the new Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 1, and it's as beautiful, brutal, and bonkers as you'd expect. But while a lot looks similar to Mortal Kombat games we've played in the past, there's also a lot that's new, even to big fans. I mean, big fans of the series, but thanks, Kitana. Anyway, we've played Mortal Kombat 1 and are here with some questionable gameplay capture and the lowdown on the things you need to know about the new Mortal Kombat game. Let's go!
Fight!
The biggest change from Mortal Kombat 1 is the addition of Cameo Characters, assist fighters that you choose at the same time as picking your main fighter when starting a match.
Jax.
The Cameo roster in the version we played consisted of just Kano, Sonya and Jax, all dressed in throwback 90s Mortal Kombat gear, but other trailers and reveals have shown Sub-Zero, meaning weirdly you can have Sub-Zero teaming with Sub-Zero, Goro, Kung Lao, and even Stryker, who is just a guy with a gun originally introduced in Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat loves its Easter eggs and references to previous games in the series, and the cameo system is going to be a golden opportunity for them to include some throwback weirdness from a series that has now been going for over 3 decades. Plus, it changes up gameplay in some interesting ways for a series that has, yes, been going for over 3 decades. Here's how. Once you've gone through the roster and picked your dream team of choice, they're then able to be called in at any time during the fight by pressing the right shoulder button, and what they do when they come in depends on the situation you find yourself in. Sometimes they can come in and do a ranged attack, sometimes it's a close-up move, and you can use the Cameo Fighters to both set up and extend combos, sometimes even bringing them in multiple times in the same combo. Not only that, but Cameo Fighters now also feature in things like your throws, and your Fatal Blow, which are now 2-parters, an initial attack by your Cameo Fighter, and a follow-up by your main. Plus, they're there in the intro and come out to celebrate at the end.
Liu Kang wins.
Honestly, you should see the other guy. For those into the story of Mortal Kombat games, we're assured they exist, Mortal Kombat 1 acts as a kind of soft reboot of the series. At the end of Mortal Kombat 11, Kronika erases the entire Mortal Kombat timeline from existence, and Liu Kang, the Bruce Lee ripoff who became a zombie for a while, merges with Raiden to become Fire God Liu Kang, who defeats Kronika and creates a new timeline in which the events of Mortal Kombat 1 takes place.
Liu Kang.
I am. And I am not.
So while we are seeing existing fighters that we know and love, their backstories and relationships can now be quite different. For example, longtime rivals Scorpion and Sub-Zero are now brothers.
You can face each other as sworn enemies, or united as brothers.
Not that that will stop them from impaling each other on ice spikes or firing kunai through each other's eye sockets, but still. Mortal Kombat has always been a game that prides itself on its stage design, and Mortal Kombat 1 looks to be continuing that tradition with stages that look so nice, it's almost a shame to get blood all over them.
This is beneath me.
Round 2, fight!
The build we played included 2 different stages, Johnny Cage's beachfront California mansion, complete with infinity pool and flamingo pool floaty, and a Chinese tea house, which includes my favourite thing in fighting game stage backgrounds, random people just hanging out and watching the action. I mean, look at this guy. He's not at all concerned by anything happening in front of him right now. How many beers deep do you reckon he is? Other stages glimpsed in gameplay demos and trailers include several temples, a palace garden, a forest, and some kind of lantern festival. And you can also select time of day for the stages, with subtle differences such as the flamingo being gone at night on the Johnny Cage stage, because that's very obviously a daytime thing. Goes without saying. The build we played included a move list so that we weren't just flailing around ineffectually, or at least weren't flailing around ineffectually because of any fault on the part of the developers. And while it did look pretty complete, and of course included fatalities, it didn't include some of the wackier finishing moves seen in the franchise's past, such as babalities or friendships, last seen in Mortal Kombat 11.
Friendship. Sub-Zero wins.
That's not to say they definitely won't be in there, but if this is indeed a soft reboot, they might be stripping those elements back to keep things simple for the time being. That being said, the build did also include a classic head-punching brutality and cameo fatalities, where your teammate does the killing for you. Like this one, where Jax becomes massive in a throwback to this classic fatality from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Didn't make any sense then either. One of the more enduring legends about Mortal Kombat is that the game was originally pitched as Jean-Claude Van Damme, the game, but JCVD wasn't interested, and so the developers came up with the totally original character of Johnny Cage, who was completely different.
Johnny Cage wins.
Well, now things have come full circle, and the Muscles from Brussels will be appearing in Mortal Kombat 1 as Johnny Cage. There's some confusion over this, as the Johnny Cage we've seen in trailers so far is clearly not JCVD, but that's because it's going to be a DLC skin and voice pack for the character that you'll be able to purchase if you're a big enough Van Damme fan. For everyone else, there's regular Johnny who, to be fair, looks as annoying as ever.
Enough!
Finally, we have a release date for Mortal Kombat 1, and it's September the 19th, 2023, which should be just long enough for me to practice so I don't embarrass myself on launch day. With Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, and maybe even Tekken 8 as well, 2023 is a spectacular year for fighting game fans. Are you looking forward to Mortal Kombat 1? What more are you hoping to see out of the game? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and maybe consider checking out our Patreon over at patreon.com/OXClub for more of this kind of thing. Thanks for watching.